Hey guys, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be updating our popular Godox Speedlite comparison. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already yet. Hit that notification bell to be updated of any new videos we release, as well as dropping a like if this video has helped you in any way. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below your thoughts on the Godox Speedlite range, or if you have any questions. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. Due to recent updates with the Godox Speedlite range, including some new releases of their Speedlite flashes, we're updating our popular Godox Speedlite Flash comparison. So there's a couple of new inclusions which we'll go through today. Firstly, just a quick summary as to the Speedlite range that you can see in front of me here. You have the smaller Speedlights and then the larger Speedlights, and then finally the brand new V1 roundhead Speedlite. So just to recap, the TT350 and the V350 are the smaller Speedlights. They're smaller in size and also smaller in output, and they're available in all the camera brands that Godox support, which include Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, Fujifilm, and also now Pentax. Then stepping up from there, you have the manual Speedlite range. You've got the TT600 and the TT600S. So these two here are manual Speedlights only, and they're basically universal flashes that you can use with any camera that has a metal hot shoe. The TT600S is actually the Sony version of the TT600 because the Sony cameras, especially the newer series that are like the Sony A6000 series, the Sony A7 series, and the A9 series, have a multi-function interface hot shoe that is different to the standard metal hot shoe that would support most cameras. From there, you step up, and this is a brand new entry to the actual flash range, which is the V850II. Looks similar to all the other flashes here, also quite similar to the V860II, but the V850 has a lithium-ion battery, which is the VB18, and that means you don't have to rely on AA batteries, and also it increases your recycle time for this manual powered flash. Stepping up from there, you've got TT685 and the V860II. So the TT685 is actually the full TTL high-speed sync compatible Speedlite flash. So it'd be likened to, replacing the full-featured flashes that you get from camera brands such as Canon, Nikon, and Sony. But this is Godox's version, and it's supported by many other camera brands. So it supports camera brands off-camera or on-camera, similar to the other flashes here. Once again, including Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, Fujifilm, and Pentax. The V860II is just the lithium-ion battery-powered version of the TT685. So this is a full TTL flash, and it's got the lithium-ion battery. That means that you've improved your recycle time. And lastly is the brand new entry, which is the V1 flash. And this is the brand new roundhead flash that supports many different lighting modifiers, which we'll go through shortly. If you'd like to view all the features and comparison guide that we previously did, feel free to click the link up above. That'll go through all of the previous models, including the TT350, the V350, TT600, TT685, and the V860. For this one here, we're going to jump into those two new ones, which include the V850II. So the V850II is actually a manual flash, which means it's compatible with most cameras that have a metal hot shoe. It has a single pin on the hot shoe at the bottom here. So that means you're not transmitting any of that TTL data that you'd be getting from the full featured flashes, such as the TT685, the V860, and the V1. The good thing is though, that it's pretty much a universal flash. So even if it's not supported by some of the camera brands that Godox support with their off-camera triggers, you can actually still mount this to many other cameras as long as they have a metal hot shoe. So this one here has a lithium-ion powered battery, and it's actually identical to the V860II. They both support the same battery, but this one here, what the battery does is actually allow you to improve the recycle time of the counterparts to TT600, because the lithium-ion powered battery is actually a larger source of power for it and improves the recycle time to 1.5 seconds. It actually supports high-speed sync up to 1/8,000th of a second, and that lithium-ion powered battery allows you to use the flash for up to 650 full power shots. The next one in the range is the V1. So this is a brand new release as well, and that's the roundhead flash that we see here. There's many different models for this as well that support different camera brands, which include Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, and Fuji. And you can see here it also has a lithium-ion battery that you just slide out. It's a slightly larger battery, and that actually allows you to utilize the additional power that this has. If you'd like to look at the full review and unboxing that we've done of the V1, click the link up above, and you can see all the features and how to go about using it and all the menu options as well. So this one here, Godox has changed the design slightly. So you can see there it's a round head flash compared to all the other standard flash heads that you see there. And that round head flash allows you to have the catch light shoot at a round catch light and basically makes it look a little bit more natural and it's not too direct. The good thing about this round head here is actually it's magnetic at the front here, which means you can mount many different lighting modifiers, including the AKR1 accessory kit from Godox. So that's this one here. You can see here it's included in the pouch. This is an optional accessory. So if you're wanting to modify your light a little bit more, you can actually do that with the AKR1. And the AKR1 includes many different accessories, such as the diffuser dome. These have magnets here, which you can actually just attach directly to the front of the head. So having that round catch light makes it for more an even spread of light towards your subject. And you also have all these different other lighting modifiers, such as a snoot. This one here is just made from like a silicone. And you have little honeycomb grids and scrims, as well as little bounce cards that are all included in the AKR1 accessory kit. You can actually even stack some of these together. So if you're using the bounce card attachment, and then you have a little grid, you can attach them all to the top of the head there too. The V1 Flash actually has a power rating of 76 watt seconds, and you actually can get 480 full power shots out of that single battery charge. Slightly less than the V860 or the V850 in terms of their full power shots available with the lithium-ion battery, but because you have a higher powered light, then you actually have that higher capacity battery to suit. It also has an LED modeling lamp, which is great to use as something to get focus with, and even using it during low light situations. If you'd like to use the AKR1 accessories with the standard speedlights here that have a squarish or rectangular head, you can actually use this new accessory, which is called the SR1. You can mount this directly to the head of the flash and then just screw to tighten. And you can see here it's got a round head and there's magnets inside there that allow you to connect the accessories and lighting modifiers from the AKR1. So you're not limited if you have these squarish speedlights or if you've invested in these speedlights already, because you can just grab this cheap accessory from Godox to use with the AKR1. Now the great thing about these speedlights here are that they're all part of that Godox environment in terms of their flash system range. So you can use these with studio flashes, you can use these with the Whitstro range, which are their high powered battery operated flashes, and pretty much use them all with that one trigger because they all have inbuilt receivers. So how do you decide which flash is the right one for you? There's three main things to consider, which is basically power, the camera brand you're shooting with, and what features you want from a flash. So in terms of power, if you want something that's a little bit more small and compact, and you sacrifice a little bit of power, you can go with either of these smaller speedlights here, the TT350 or the V350. If you want something with a bit more output or a standard speedlight, then you go for any of this range here, excluding the V1. And then lastly, if you want everything in terms of power output as well as all features, then the V1 would be the one to go for. The next step would be what camera brand you shoot with. All of these flashes have their relevant camera brand compatibilities. So the TT350 and V350 are compatible with most other camera brands. TT600s are pretty much universal flashes, which mean they'll be compatible with most camera brands. And then the TT685 or all the TTL speedlights, including the V1, obviously have the compatibility the same as the Godox Speedlite compatibility and their trigger compatibility, which include Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, Fujifilm, and also Pentax. Lastly would be just the features that you want from a flash. So if you're after just a manual speedlight or a flash, you can go with the TT600 range and the V850, which is the one there. And also if you want TTL, then you can go with the TT685, the V860 or the V1, or even the smaller flashes here, because that'll allow you to have TTL, whether you're shooting on camera or off camera. So all of these speedlights here are compatible with the Godox X series triggers, which include the X1, the X2, and also the XPro. So the X2 is the brand new one here. And the great thing about these triggers are that they're compatible with many other camera brands as well. So if you're not going to be using these flashes on your camera and you want to shoot them off camera, you can grab the trigger that suits your camera. So you got Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, Fujifilm, and also Pentax now. And it doesn't matter what model flash you have. So if you've bought a Nikon flash, for example, this is the TT350N, and say you've migrated over to the Sony system, you can grab the X1TS, which is the Sony trigger, and still fire off the TT685 because you'll be shooting it off camera. The only limitation is obviously you won't be able to use this TT685N on your Sony camera, but you'll still be able to pass through that TTL information from your camera directly to the flash, irregardless of the camera brand that this flash supports. This is all part of the Godox wireless system range, which means it works with the flash strobes such as the QT400II, the SK400II, and also their brand new DP403. So those series flashes, as well as the with strobe flashes, such as their powered options with lithium-ion batteries, like the 8200, 200 Pro, 400 Pro, and even the brand new 1200 Pro. So that was just a quick update on our Godox Speedlite comparison. For more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like if this video has helped you in any way. Leave a comment down in the comment section below your thoughts, or if you have any questions about the Godox Speedlites. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.